Hey y'all, this is Ginginese, coach of the Texas Tornadus, here for week 1 of the Pokemon All-Star Competition, the PAC YouTube Draft League. We're going up this week against Mountaih and the Immunity Idols. It's actually my first battle against them, but they were the runner-up in this league last season, so I know it's going to be quite a fight. This season I actually made it a point to draft only Mons that I had never used in Draft League before, so I'm expecting there to be a little bit of growing pains this season, at least at the beginning. But let me get you a quick breakdown of the Mons that we're going to be bringing to this battle. So first we have Deep Fried, our Swords Dance Blaziken with Lumberry. Lumberry's there just so a Prankster T-Wave or something like that can't stop us once we're set up and trying to sweep. Tommy Chong, the Leftover Slowbro with Toxic. Blue Dream, our Scarf Thunderous T. Mandabuzzed, our Heavy Duty Boots Defog Mandabuzz. Cashed, Standard Eviolite Corsola. And Shatter, the Never Melt Ice Cryogonal. Freeze Dry plus Ice Beam smacks most of my opponent's team this week, so I think it's going to be a bit of a surprise pick that can really do some damage. So I'll cut until we get into the battle. Alright, and here we are. I've got some week 1 jitters for sure. Let's see what our opponent brought. Very excited. Good luck, have fun to the Immunity Idols. What do we got? I know that they're bringing Victini and Kartana for sure. There they are. Almost got it completely right. So the other ones were Pangoro, Rotom, Goodra, and Nidoqueen. Okay, I was expecting Blissey over Goodra, but that's probably filling a very similar role. Alright, so here I hadn't really decided on a lead. Like, I really want to get rocks up as soon as possible with my Corsola, but I also want as much health on it as possible. So what do I think they're going to lead with? You know, Victini's a pretty safe lead. And if they do lead Victini, then I think I probably do want in my Corsola anyway. So we're just going to go ahead and lead with the Corsola, see if we can get up rocks early. Maybe get a burn on something. I don't know. This is gonna be a tough one. Actually, here, I'm kind of running out of time here, but I think leading my Thundurus actually puts a lot of pressure on them. It kind of forces in the Nidoqueen, which I have a Psychic for. So we'll see if I mean, I really don't know. I feel a little underprepared. Again, like I said before, my team consists of entirely things that I haven't used in draft before, so it's a little tough to imagine how the battle is going to go down, but hopefully we can play well. I was right with the Victini lead, but that's okay. We're Scarf. Where is my Victini calc over here? So we have the chance to be faster than them naturally. I will go for a Volt Switch. I don't mind hard switching into my Slowbro if they bring out the Nidoqueen. And if they don't just hard switch, they do. Okay, so I'm assuming that this is Nidoqueen. Oh, it's Goodra. Okay, let's see how much damage we take. I'm assuming it's an Assault Vest set. Actually, it might not be Assault Vest. That looks like a little more... Or at least they're not max HP if they are Assault Vest. So... let's see, based on how much damage that did. So, my Cryogonal, I wanted to keep health on for Toxicking something. But like I mentioned in the team builder, Never Melt Ice Beam actually does a ton of damage. We're guaranteed faster than this. Even if it has, you know, modest Flamethrower, it's not going to do a whole lot. So we can just click Ice Beam pretty freely here and see how much damage we can do. Again, we're guaranteed faster unless they're Scarf, but I don't know why you would have Scarf Goodra. I'm glad we're already kind of on the offensive here, keeping up the pressure. Again, I feel like that Volt Switch did too much damage to Goodra. But I do have in the calc an Assault Vest set. So let's see, this should do... Oh my goodness, was that a crit? That was absolutely a crit. Oh my goodness. Okay, so goodbye Goodra. That's incredible. So Cryo, KOs Goodra, and freaking Cryogonal gets my first kill of the season. Would not have guessed that in a million years. The problem now, obviously, is they have a lot of things that they can go into, and I don't know really how much I gained from knocking out the Goodra there. And if it's worth... Okay, so Victini. So, here's the thing. Victini could very easily just go for a U-turn right here. Because there's no way in hell that I'm staying in, right? I definitely want to keep this Cryogonal around still. So do I think that they're going to U-turn? Because if I do, I think Mandibuzz or Thundurus is the answer. But if I think that they stay in and go for like a V-Create, my Corsola just kind of eats. And I think that that's... even though this could put us in a kind of a bad spot if we get the prediction wrong, I think we're going to go for it. So we start at 167. A Blue Flare. Okay, I actually was not expecting a special set, or a fully special set. So let's see. Blue Flare to 97. That's 70. So this looks like it's going to be maybe a timid max special attack. Yeah, so it looks like they're timid. Okay, so even if they're timid though, we can Strength Sap. Well, do we want to Strength Sap? I think that they probably U-turn. I really want Rocks. I'm just going to go for Strength Sap. It's safer. I don't think Victini has any way. Just another Blue Flare. Okay, so I don't really know what their set is here. That's interesting. Anyway, we should get a lot of health back here. My Corsola, I'm looking at the rest of their team. Honestly, it doesn't do too much. So I'm going to get up Rocks. Encore. That's interesting. Okay, so they've got Blue Flare and Encore. Well, that means that there's one other setup move that they don't have. Although Blue Flare is extremely spammable against me. But I'm trying to think of what other moves that they would have then. Because I mean, at -2, I'm really not recovering very much health at all. I do want to switch. Okay, I'm going to go into my Thundurus. This could be really, really scary. Blue Flare would do a ton of damage. But clearly they're not Scarf. Yeah, just Blue Flare again. So this should do like almost 70%. Yeah, okay. So, do I want to call it here? I think I do. The very clear and obvious choice is that I go for Volt Switch. I'm going to go for Psychic. This might be a little too risky this early on, but I think you hard switch into Nidoqueen. I'm not sure that I needed to risk that. I still have a safe switch. God, okay, yeah, that was... And this should do like 10%. Yeah, okay. Oh, and they go for a Psychic as well. So we do know 3 of their moves now. Okay. So I really don't think that they can touch... Well, let's look. Also, KOs Thunder. How much do you do to my Mandibuzz? Even if you have Bolt Strike, I mean, my Foul Play is still doing a decent amount. Oh, no, but I lowered your... Dang. Okay, what about Slowbro? I'm kind of running out of time here. If you have, say, Energy Ball. No, I'm going to go in. I'm going to get up Rocks. If we have to start moving around, we have to start moving around. That's okay. I think Rocks are going to be important for... Although this could be... I don't know. Let's just go. We'll get up our Rocks here. Again, I'm really messing... I did not have to do that prediction. There was not really any good reason for it. I could have Volt Switched back into this, taken a Blue Flare, gotten up Rocks the next turn. I'm not 2-hit KO'd. We do get the Curse Body, though. That's actually pretty big. So, can't spam Blue Flare anymore. Which, Actually, because you can't use Blue Flare, I'm going to go back into Shatter. This could be a little scary. I'm looking at some of your other options. Clearly they didn't switch, or if they did, they went for U-turn. Thunder. Wow, what a set. Yeah, so that did 164 down to 111. 53 from Thunder. Okay, so it might be modest, because that did a little more than I was expecting. I can go for a Toxic right here. I don't think you stay in with Psychic, Thunder, and Encore. But I don't know what you switch into. So I'm going to go for Toxic. Like, they don't feel threatened right now, but I don't feel threatened right now. So it's a little of some weird mid-ground play that we're in right now. And clearly they're thinking about it. Yeah, so if they had swapped when I went for Psychic there, I think I gain enough momentum that I can really just ride that to the end of the game. And so I was willing to make that decision, but I really didn't have to go for it right then. Okay, Pangoro. So Pangoro, I'm pretty sure Bullet Punch, I mean, yeah. Bullet Punch does a lot of damage. If they're not Choice Band, then Bullet Punch doesn't kill me even if they're Adamant. If they're Life Orb, though, they still would. So I'm going to go, I think, my Mandibuzz. Actually, Galarian Corsola doesn't have a ton of usage. Like, it's a good sack. It doesn't give me any information. If I go Mandibuzz right now, then I can U-turn out, find out if they're speedy. But I really don't want to take any damage on Mandibuzz. I do a lot with Cryogonal. I really don't want to lose it. I think we sack the Galarian Corsola here. Try to see if we can get any information at all. I'm assuming that they're a Choice Band set. We're not going to find out. We're not going to find out what they are right here, because obviously, oh yeah, well with knock and a crit, there's no way. Oh, they're Life Orb, perfect. Okay, so that's actually really good to know. So if they're Life Orb, this might be the time that we kind of go for a game. Close combat obviously kills from Blaziken. I don't think we necessarily have to go for game here, but getting a close combat off, I mean, what really wants to take close combat into other stuff, you know? So we can go for this, and I mean, it's gonna kill. Even if you're Choppleberry, it's gonna kill. Yeah, alright. So Blaze KOs Pangoro. Obviously, I get the speed boost. Now, I EV'd so that I'm faster than everything now. However, there are still quite a few things that I don't really want to be in front of. Kartana is really the only thing. Although, let me see. I am running knockoff this week. I don't know how much. Oh, okay. In comes the Rotom. So, Rotom Wash. I don't think that Rotom can really do anything against my Cryogonal, and that's really why I wanted it. Losing my Thundurus was really my only way of preventing him from Volt switching around, so that's really not good. But I am going to swap in Cryogonal. I mean, it's the obvious move here, but I don't think I have much of another option. Yeah, I'm still hung up on that Volt Switch play. It was too aggressive for week one, you know, like 3 turns in. I had momentum. I could have played more safe. And then instead just lost my Thunderous T. I'm really assuming this is a Volt Switch here. It is. See if we can find out any information. That did. Oh my goodness, another crit. So if Volt Switch crits, that is a little more Spadef than I was expecting. Okay, so Kartana. Here's the thing with Kartana, is my Mandibuzz, say it's Choice Band and it gets the +1, my Mandibuzz lives anything here. So as much as I don't want to sack Cryogonal right here, I think it's probably my best option. I can get in Mandibuzz. Oh, went for knockoff. I mean, that's gonna... Yeah, so that kills me. We see Life Orb or anything? No. No, we don't. Okay, so +1 knockoff into my Mandibuzz. I mean, Foul Play is really safe. Obviously, Rotom could swap back in. And if it did that, what is my Mandibuzz doing? I mean, it still takes the other stuff. So we can Foul Play here. If you hard switch, and you do, Nidoqueen. Interesting. Okay, how much am I doing with Foul Play? According to my calc, it should be about 25. Yeah, that looks good. So I can still take an Ice Beam here and be all right. You've got to be a lot of speed. Well, not actually a lot of speed. You got to be some speed because I'm naturally faster. Again, like I really don't want Mandibuzz taking a whole lot of damage here. I'm going to U-turn, see what the speed tiers are looking like. Okay, you are faster and have rocks. As expected. But we can U-turn out and get in Slowbro. Now that Pangoro's gone, we can actually launch off a... With Victini having Thunder, we're not the wall that I was expecting. But we can launch a Future Sight, and then... Yeah, we should be alright. Launch a Future Sight and teleport. With our lefties, we're doing alright here. Let me see. I'm pretty sure you switch here. Like, it's not even... Yeah, there's nothing really that you can do to me. You can't one-hit KO me, even if you're modest Life Orb Sheer Force. So we'll just launch off a Future Sight and see if we can maybe start clawing our way back here. But yeah, that over prediction was, again, I think the week 1 nerves. But that's alright. Well, I mean, we still definitely have a shot here. So Earth Power, looking at my calc, should do about 50. A little over 50. So we can... I'm just trying to find a way that Blaziken could get a Swords Dance off at this point, and I'm not sure that there's a good way to do that. Do you really go for another Earth Power knowing that I could just switch into Mandibuzz right here? I'm gonna switch into Mandibuzz. Like, I know that's obvious after an Earth Power, but again, like looking at calcs here, I don't think that you really do a whole lot of damage. You'd have to predict the Ice Beam. Are you really gonna Ice Beam in front of the Slowbro? Of course. All right. That did not do quite as much as I expected, though, which is good. So Future Sight hits on this turn. If we U-turn, I'm almost positive that they're going to switch. It's not worth defogging, but we might just... I think Roosting is probably a good decision here. You probably swap into Rotom. Like, how much is Rotom taking from... I'm running out of time. How much is Rotom taking from that Future Sight? And plus the Foul Play would really not be too much. We'll just U-turn. I think I should have roosted, but this will at least give us some semblance of momentum here. Okay, Victini. U-turn is going to do a little bit. The Future Sight is going to do a little bit. Okay. So that Psychic is going to kill our Blaziken. So we can't afford to switch in. So we have to go into our Slowbro. I think we live a Thunder. That did some really good damage. Thunder. Oh, it's going to be a roll. Okay, so they did a little more than I was expecting on a different move. This is a roll, and it's in their favor for Thunder to knock out. Unfortunately, I don't have another option here. I have to go for it. Victini might just sweep here. Oh, except Thunder can miss. Alright, so KO'd by Slowbro. Apologize for that. So KO'd by Slowbro, but now, I mean, Kartana comes in, and that's about it, right? Yeah, I don't think that there's a way that we can pull this one out. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. It all depends on what comes out here, because I think if Kartana comes out... Oh, but it's Rotom. Okay, that's interesting. So, Rotom Wash into my Slowbro. Volt Switch almost certainly kills. According to this, like a min roll, I can survive it. Oh, okay, so say they Volt Switch here. If they do, then they would go into Kartana or Nidoqueen. Yeah, I think my best bet is to fish for a Scald Burn in the event that I live a Volt Switch, but I probably don't live a Volt Switch. Oh! I'm way more bulky than I expected. We still have no idea what item... Or was... That Rotom was at full health, right? So that's boost. Okay, so here's the card. If I can get a burn, I have a really good shot. But I kind of need the burn if I want to win this game. God, that does so much damage. And no burn. So, I think that's probably it. I needed to have roosted that other turn with Mandibuzz. We just don't have the ability to break through anymore. I mean, we'll send out Mandibuzz and just hope that we live a couple hits. See what this is. Knockoff. I mean, that really didn't do very much damage at all. Oh, okay. I'm gonna roost. If it's gonna kill me, it's gonna kill me, right? I don't think that there's a good way. Like, it's not gonna set up on me here. Yeah, okay. They switch. Probably back into... Oh, actually, Nidoqueen. I'm completely playing this game wrong. I need to check how much time I have, too, because I'm running low. My hope of getting a Swords Dance with my Blaziken... I'm so running out of time. My hope of getting a Swords Dance with Blaziken is completely gone. I just need to get a knockout with Blaziken and hope that I can do enough damage. Yeah, Earth Power would absolutely kill Blaziken from here, so I could knock it out, but I'm gonna have to go. Okay. If we can get, I think that the leftovers might save us. We need to go Future Sight and see if we can get this attack off. Because if we get the Future Sight off, and then in comes Blaziken, do we live this? No, we don't. Okay, so Nidoqueen KOs Bro. And that's probably game. I mean, Flare Blitz will kill here. And that's our only hope. We just can't break through the Rotom Wash. I needed either Cryogonal to stay alive or Thundurus, and I couldn't keep either. Flare Blitz should absolutely knock this out. And I assume you just sack it. Yep. So KO'd by Blaze. This game should have been over by now, but that Thunder Miss from Victini was the only thing keeping us in it. So Rotom Wash, let's see. So a T-Bolt doesn't kill us. So here's the thing. Well, we know it's Boots. You're going to go for Scald or something like that. I think my only hope here is if Mandibuzz can live a hit and is faster. But to be faster, oh, I don't have any speed investment. So that's probably just it. Oh, and I lost my boots. Hydro Pump? Oh my god. Okay, so here's the win condition. Is now that we know that it has Hydro Pump, I think let's see, does a crit close combat has a chance to KO? Okay, so now that we know that it has close combat, now that we know that Hydro Pump was its best move there, if we can get the crit here, we win. If we get the miss, we win. I would assume you just go for a T-Bolt or something like that. There's no crit. I'm not sure that a crit would have even done anything. So let's see. Did they go for the Volt Switch? Yeah. So I wonder if maybe it was going to be close. I could have tried a Swords Dance there and then maybe knock out. Maybe I survive the Volt Switch. I get the speed boost and then can go from there. But either way, 2-0 loss to start the season. Great game to our opponent. A lot of growing pains here, but I think that we'll be able to get better throughout the season. We lost week 1 in our last PAC League, PAC Tier 3, and we ended up winning it all. So by no means is the season over. But thank you all for watching. I'll make a better game plan next week, and I'll see you then.